This is for Mr.
You need to state your name.
My name is Ron Rupel. I'm a resident of the county. And first of all, I'd like to tell the family of the victim how sorry I am. And that we had a child predator in Hill Township as a supervisor named Bruce Bowman. He's now in the Ogemaw County Jail doing a year. Thanks to a local merchant, myself, and another friend, we went to the Ogemaw County clerk, got the petition, filed it, held a special election, and he was recalled. And now he's in jail. I'm not saying that Mr. Egan has committed any crime. That's not what I'm getting at. But what I'm getting at is how easy, well, it's not easy to be recalled, but I think it's going to happen. And to the family of the victim, I'd like to say that the vote in Hill Township was like 340 something for recall and like 240 something to keep the guy in place as supervisor of the township. Well, that goes to tell the victim's family, don't feel bad about the lack of support, because 2 out of your 5 neighbors seem to think that being a child predator is okay. And so I sympathize with Mr. Egan for feeling that way. But Mr. Egan, what's going to happen to you is the same thing that happened to Mr. Bowman. There's going to be signs in every yard that's going to say, recall Egan. Recall Egan. Every place you look, every store, every merchant, every sign's going to say, recall Egan. Yeah. Why don't you resign?
My name is Kathy Morrison and I'm from West Ranch. My son is going to be in the 7th grade and he will not be going to the classes with those teachers that wrote those letters. You know, you push in these kids' minds about child abuse, the parents abuse and parents abuse them, but what about these teachers that want to abuse our children?
If I have to.
My name's Anita Kelly and I'm from West Branch, was from Rose City. I worked in the school system for 12 years. Many of you know me on a personal part and as a professional part. I applaud you for coming up and doing this. I applaud everybody for being here. This is a problem in our school district, and in every school district it's a problem. But when you have a teacher who I have been friends with, Harriet Cole for 40 years, Sandy Lee, 30 years, Kathleen Shield, 13 years, 14 years. I know these women. I know where their hearts have been. I've seen them coddle, hurt children. I've seen them do things. I am not sticking up with them for them in any way. I'm telling you my personal feelings is that when this all came down, I thought they wrote letters in support of him because he was a friend. But then when I read the letters, then I found out what Sandy had done to the children. In that class, Mr. Egan, in that class was a child who was molested by his brother. And she asked him to write a letter in support of Mr. Erickson. That, to me, is the most appalling thing that could happen to a child. Been there, done that. I sat in court cases with other children that were in the school district, went to court with Mr. Bain when he was there, and I watched these kids suffer. I watched them hear their family say, nothing happened. I watched teachers come to them and be to their sides. I watched teachers walk away from them. But when this has become such a problem in our society, it's time that we take stand and stop it. Doesn't matter if he did one thing to this child, we don't know what else happened. It doesn't matter. He did it, and the teachers who support him are just as bad. They are a problem in the city. I have been a child advocate from a long time ago, and a lot of you people You know me, this is like deja vu, especially for the Morrison brothers. This is like deja vu for me. And not this compelling, not this hurtful, but for a teacher. And Mr. Money, Mr. Egan, Scott, you know how I feel. I would not be standing here and telling you, Mr. Egan especially, please step down. For the sake of the community, for the sake of this family, for the sake of Cody, who looks to you, to Sandy, to Harriet, and to the rest of them, for support as somebody that they loved, they spent 8 hours a day with or more. Support those children that are out there that are still going through this and that may have to come to you and say, I need help. But then look at you and say, I can't go to them. Who do I go to? It's time we look at this and take care of it now, not tomorrow, now. Thank you.
Randy Sirline, West Branch. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who showed up tonight. As we talked on Saturday night, Mr. Money and I both agree we need to keep it civil and let the people speak. I'm a former teacher in this district. I spent over 40 plus years here working with kids. I'm a former EA president. And I'm going to tell you something, and I've told Mike this on camera. Mike, you really need to step down. That's one. Two, I may be disliked for this. I'm appalled. I mean, I am appalled after reading these letters. As a former educator who supported teachers' rights for years, I can't believe that there isn't anything that can be done. We have a great, I mean that, we have a great school district here. These people are here to let you know that. We have good teachers. In fact, I'd like to believe we have the best teachers from anywhere around. Lori and John, you have not had a teacher apologize to you. I'm apologizing to you. Mr. Quine and I have had words. I don't compliment many people. You all up there in front of me know that. I'm complimenting him tonight. I did it to his face. I've done it over the phone. This man did the right thing. Unfortunately, we had a public official, an elected official, that I believe, my opinion, I might even say we believe, should not have been in that courtroom that day. And the last thing that just blows my mind, he brought his stepson along. Is this a field trip? I don't know. Thank you.
Hey, good job.